Hi everybody, it's Celeste. I'm going to do a tarot reading for you guys today. We're just going to see what's going on in the collective. We're in a waxing moon. For those of you who like to keep track of the moon energies, that means, if you're new to this, that means the moon is growing towards its fullness. We just had a new moon. And so this is a good time for us to be looking at what's growing in our lives, what we're creating, what we're making. It's a good time for that push energy. You know, if you're needing to put a lot of energy into something. So some of you, if you're a writer watching this, some of you are pushing to finish on NaNoWriMo. Great time for that. And also, a lot of people are finishing things up before a break next week for Thanksgiving, if you're celebrating Thanksgiving. If you're a student, you might be wrapping up some school stuff. So lots of stuff going on. It's a good week for that pushing energy, like I said. So we'll see where the cards tell us. Spirit, what's going on in the general collective today? What's going on for my writers today? And if you're not a writer, it's okay to watch my readings. This might apply if you're creative of another kind. You don't have to be like a novelist or something. You can also just be a hobby writer, or you could write nonfiction. It really doesn't matter. I'm here for all the writers, because I actually write everything, even though I focus a lot of my work on fiction. I write all the things, so. Right, here's our building energy foundation here. We've got Seven of Pentacles. Okay, that's that energy of like watching, kind of gathering, waiting for the harvest. Okay, that's what wanted to, sorry, that's what wanted to come out. You're waiting for the harvest. There's a sense here of something not being fair, or it could be that you're just feeling that energy of unfairness. And there's something here that you really, really, that you really hold dear. I'm going to pull, as usual, I like to clarify, because I kind of want to get more information on what this is. I'm not getting a strong message of what this is about. Sometimes my guides do point me in one direction or another. Something's feeling unfair. You're waiting for something to manifest here in your heart space, the Ace of Cups. And something's not fair. Feels not fair. Doesn't mean it isn't. So clarifying. Okay, we're waiting for communication or movement from a King of Wands. This ball is in someone else's court, not in your court. That's probably why it doesn't feel fair. Like you've done everything you can and now you just have to sit and wait. Justice. What's unjust? What feels not fair? Oh, okay. Yeah. Getting a little bit of a love reading energy here. This, you can, I'm going to read this. I'm going to read the love situation here, because it's coming across strongly between the Ace of Cups, this King of Wands, who's in control here of the situation, and the reverse Lovers here. This is what's feeling unfair, and you are feeling abandoned or left out by a lover. If this has to do, if nothing like that applies for your like love life, it could also be that you have this feeling about probably something to do with your writing. You could be in that waiting game where you're feeling, you know, you've put all of your, okay, what they're saying to me is, if this is about your writing, it's you've put all this work into this project. It's that same story that we've been looking at, where you've put all this work in this, your heart in this project, and somebody else is holding the keys to the control. You're waiting for that communication to come in. This waiting is about you feeling ready and someone else having control of that. And it's not happening for you. So you're like, this is not fair. Again, with a masculine energy having control, there could be a tendency to feel like someone should just give you a chance to prove yourself. But again, if this is in a love situation, what you're feeling is that you have given this relationship a lot of yourself. You've put yourself and your heart into it, and you're feeling like it's just not happening. Like there's an energy here of the ball is in their court, and you're waiting for this movement from this King of Wands here. King of Wands is it's the masculine fire sign, the highest of the highest level. So this is like he's the man, you know, he's or the woman who's in her masculine energy, in control. This is a fiery power. This is a passionate power. There's something very what's the word? I can't think of the word. There's something very, well, it's the lion, first of all. I mean, you've got the lion. So that's like that kind of admire me, follow me energy. And then here we have you waiting and feeling left out, feeling like maybe like this is wondering if it's false, wondering if it's not real. Maybe you've imagined it, wondering if it's just never going to happen. You know, have you been deceiving yourself? Have you been kind of unfair to yourself, putting yourself in this situation, letting it go on? Oops. All right, we got, oh yeah, okay. 5 of Wands, clarifying Ace of Cups. So there's that struggle. So 5 of Wands usually denotes a struggle, but it's not like a fight so much as like a good old, like the good kind of struggle. You know, the hard work that we put into something. But this inverted is telling me that you're feeling defeated. You're feeling like, not defeated, that's the wrong word. You're feeling like maybe it was a game. Like, was it just a game? Did I waste my time engaging in this struggle? Like, is it a fair game that we're playing here? Like, there are some games you can't win, right? Sometimes it's a game just to be a game, and you're wondering if it's one of those kinds of games. Like, you don't mind playing the game if it's, yeah, it's this regret. You're like, I regret playing. That's what's going on here. So you can translate, again, if this is about your writing, you can translate that back to your writing. Like, is this a game that I regret playing? Because sometimes I'm just going to put it in a general sense because I don't want to always be splitting it into indie publishing and traditional publishing. But sometimes it feels like you're playing a game, right? It feels like you're gambling a little bit. And I really do think that there is a healthy game mindset. Happy to talk about that sometime. Maybe I'll do a video on that, about a healthy game mindset and an unhealthy game mindset. But in the unhealthy game mindset, there's losers, right? Like, you're not having fun anymore. You don't like this game. You don't want to play anymore. And you're like, why did I ever play this game? It feels unjust and unfair. Anything else we need to know about this situation, Spirit? What else do we need to know about this? Right. So there's a strong energy here. They're telling me of another person. Or another side. So if this is not about a person, a love relationship, about another person, then there's another side to this, and that is the person that's this, whatever this represents. So if it's your customer or somebody who you're hoping will pick up your book, or whoever holds the control over whatever this represented to you. So I'm going to pull some cards. They want me to get a different deck. I'm going to pull some cards on that energy. I'm just going to grab this deck that I have sitting here. This is the Wild Unknown. I gotta switch out my decks. I have my favorites that I keep handy all the time. They're just favorites. And then I have a ton of others that I hardly ever use, and I really gotta pull some of them out. Okay. Thought it was gonna pop out. All right, Spirit. Tell me about this King of Wands energy. What's going on? What's going on with the King of Wands? Yeah. They know they have, okay, so this is like King of Wands in charge of these here pentacles that you want. They definitely got it, okay? It's just funny how that happens. Seven of Swords. This feels like game energy to me. See, he's peeking. This always feels like it's a little deceptive. It's like it's a little coy, game playing, holding back, but hoping that someone will come. The other thing is sneaking. See, he's hiding this other sword. Hiding the last sword. He's laying on it. And this is the fox, right? So that's like that cunning energy of, yeah, this is a game. So that's interesting. Which, I mean, honestly, it makes sense, because when you think something is a game, this is coming out. My guides are telling me this is about the relationship reading. I will pull some cards specifically for that other energy, because my guides are telling me that this is specifically about the relationship reading that was coming out very strongly with the first set of cards. There's something here about wanting, I'm not getting reconciliation, I'm getting reciprocation. There's something here about wanting to come together, and there's something here about playing a game. And there's something here about them knowing that they have what you want. So what I want to know is this playful energy, or is it like toxic energy? So, right, that's what we always really want to know, is like, is this worth playing, or, is it the healthy kind of games, which is, or is it over the top? What you probably want to know, is there anything here? Gosh, I didn't mean for this to be a love reading today. I will go back and do the career interpretation because I'm not really known for this. Okay, yeah, there's something there. There's something there. There's nothing deceptive here, really. If this person is holding back from you and is kind of playing games with you, it's not necessarily the bad kind. I'm not seeing anything here that tells me that it's toxic or whatever. It may just be bad timing, because what I'm seeing here is that this person really has a lot of feelings for you, and they're that's the 10 of Cups. Okay, that is like, that's someone who really cares, truly. They're not, the 10 of Cups isn't playing games. Okay, and the 3 of Cups, this is like, I feel like there's someone else maybe in the equation. And so that can complicate things. This someone else could be a something else. It could just be, I don't have time for this right now. Because people can be engaged with other things in their lives. This is like, I don't want you to look at this like another person. It could be like just a situation that is not, it's just not favoring you guys coming together right now is all. But there's this strength, okay? And the 4 of Swords. So this is going to be a passive energy. But there is this strength here. And that is like a tie that is, so it's the Lion again, right? That's this person, okay? So I feel like this person is just not ready to come together the way that you are right now. And so I think that they're seeing like some patience is called for. But also, this is an extra message. This is also about this lamb, okay? It's not an accident that we have a lamb here. We have a predator and the prey, right? So you've been wondering, okay, am I just like a victim here? Am I just somebody that they're toying with, right? Because nothing's happening, and you thought something was gonna. And this card, this is saying no, okay? This is saying you need to let go of that idea of yourself as being this innocent lamb caught in this thing. One of the things that drives me crazy about everybody's always talking about narcissists, right? And yes, there are narcissists in the world. There absolutely are. And there are people who could behave narcissistically. But we get into this habit sometimes when we've rubbed up against that in our life somewhere, we become kind of frightened of it. And everybody basically becomes a narcissist. Everybody that you see that you don't like, the tendency is to start to project what that other person did onto somebody else. And I'm not seeing that this person deserves that, okay? That's what I'm getting here, is that you kind of wondering if you were a victim, in a way. Am I playing a game I can't win? No, it wasn't ever about that. There might be a game here, but it's not the... It's the back and forth of our relationship that hasn't gelled is all. But there is strength here. There's love here. There is something there is something else keeping you apart. And like I said, I don't really know what that is, but you might know what it is. You might have an idea what it is, but don't go overthinking it. It's just, it is what it is right now. I want to get a couple cards on. Oh, I wanted to pull some cards on what if, I'm going to grab another deck. Okay, what if you weren't in a relationship? This wasn't resonating for your relationship, but it was resonating for, a writing situation where you're like, I don't want to play this game anymore. Like, I'm not getting what I want from this. I don't like this game. What's going on with that King of Wands? Who is this King of Wands? What's going on with that energy for you? That's what we're clarifying right now. Like, who is this? What's going on with them? Oh, okay. Well, the Lovers, here it comes again. But I specifically asked about business this time. Business and writing. So I'm going to clarify King of Cups. All right. You're feeling, again, this is about you, though. It's not about them. Okay, yes, it is actually. They're not feeling like, okay, so I feel like they're not feeling like, first of all, there's not a lot of work getting done right now in certain spaces. There are people working together and there are delays. And then there's a lack of interest in taking chances. And that's got to be about business. That's got to be about sales. So there's a chance here. There's a chance here that even if somebody loves your thing, that they can't go for it because of this. The Lovers. So when that comes up in like, to me, that is about either creative partnership, or it is about that feeling, that purity of feeling that we have. Well, it can also be about attachment to, there can be attachment there, not necessarily the unhealthy kind, because that would be like the devil, but there's an attachment to something here, or a partnership. So let me get some more cards on the Lovers. What's the Lovers mean? Why is the Lovers here? Yeah, you are, okay, there's a thing about not sharing, not paying out. So there, I think for some of you, what's going on here is that someone loves it and that they are not able to move it forward right now because there's this lack of willingness to take a chance, these holdups with communication, and then there's like an inability to, this is like sharing, like what it is here is he's doling out the coin, right? Spreading it out to the people. And that's not happening here. So again, that's delays. And then the Queen of Wands reversed is like, it's probably somebody who is in charge of another person. All right, yeah, so that's like, so we got the King of Wands up here and this is the Queen of Wands. So that's a pair, right? And this one's in the reverse. So this is about this is about the person who's not willing to take a choice. This is like a gridlock. They're not making decisions. Like Page of Cups. I feel like that is someone, again, these were all like those cups and lovers. Like this is like, I know some of you are probably, you're probably waiting for decisions on things that are actually sitting on somebody's desk right now. Not just submissions. I feel like this is for somebody who's waiting for a bigger decision. The Sun. The Sun reversed is still the Sun. A lot of times we see the reversals and we immediately go, oh no. It doesn't always mean it doesn't always mean there's a holdup or that it reverses the card's meaning, or sometimes that's what I get, but here that's not what I'm seeing here. That's not like disappointment or anything. It's still the Sun. I think somebody wants to make you happy. Is what I think is going on. Whoever this weird storyline is resonating for, I feel like somebody wants to make you happy. They want to offer. They want to make this happen, but there are reasons why they can't. They have to come together with somebody else. Somebody else needs to give the approval. So like, basically it's coming down to like people needing to come together. So it has that feeling of like you've been picked out of the slush perhaps, and your submission has gone further, but it's not, it doesn't have all of the approvals that it needs to move to the next phase. Whatever case that may be. All right, so let me go. I don't want this reading to be too long, so let me go to look at some guidance for you. If you are if this was your love story, some guidance for you. If this was your love story. Has a message for me. Okay, so there's something here about you're wanting this relationship to go by the book. That's what this card is, by the book. You're wanting it to go by the book. Look, that's the 11 card. Any twin flames in here? You're wanting to go by the book with this. You don't want there to be anything that you can't count on. So what I'm seeing is that you're being a little controlling with your energy. And so the guidance here, because this came out in the reverse, they're telling me the guidance is to release that. You have to release your need to control this situation, okay? It is not necessarily, just because someone else is in control doesn't mean that you don't have any power. That came through very, very clear. Just because someone else is in control doesn't mean you don't have any power. You're wanting someone else to follow the rules of your playbook. And that's not fair. Okay? You might think it's fair. That might be fair to you, but it's not fair to them necessarily. They may have other needs. What I saw back here, again, this is not a situation. If you're in a situation and you know you're being jerked around, this is not your story, okay? This story is for somebody who feels that there is deep love underneath this situation, who has really felt it and believed that it's there. And the cards confirmed that it was there, okay? But these two people are not coming together, okay? And what the cards are saying is that you're wanting this to follow a recipe. You are wanting it to progress the way that you want it to progress. And that's not being fair to the other person. There's a message about community. I feel that this is relating back to this card that I wasn't quite sure what the 3 thing was. But the implication here is that there are other people in this situation that need to be taken care of, okay? It's not all about your needs. And there is a need here for you to release your need for this to, look, there's also community here, isn't there? There's 3 elephants here. So what this is saying is your guidance is to acknowledge, calm yourself, okay? Understand that there are other people involved here, and that your timeline is not necessarily, your ideal timeline is not necessarily everybody else's ideal timeline. Another deck. Do we have any more guidance, Spirit? More guidance. Okay, this guidance they're saying is for the work situation, okay? They're saying that just because it hasn't manifested yet doesn't mean that it's not an opportunity still. That until you get a no, it's still, I mean, I always think for the intents and purposes that until it's a yes, it's a no. But we have to start looking at, we have to start holding space for opportunities that haven't manifested yet. We have to, and by holding space, I don't mean that we sit there and check our inbox. I mean that we acknowledge the fact that opportunities are opportunities, and you have put yourself out there to be considered for this opportunity. And just because it hasn't manifested doesn't mean that there's not a favorable, it doesn't mean that the situation isn't favorable for you. The guidance is to acknowledge this and stay in the flow. So staying in the flow, basically what's happening here is this second guessing the process, this second guessing what's going on the other side of the equation. So you're here, and what's all this guessing about what's going on over here is taking you out of the flow. It's creating resistance where there doesn't need to be any. This is you, and this is your opportunity. In any given time, you should be, when you're waiting for this opportunity to work out, you should be diverting your attention. You should be trusting that you will get an answer eventually, and that it's, until it's a yes, and don't get hung up on like your feelings about whether this has happened or not, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Work on something else. So if you're focusing too much on this opportunity, you should be working on other opportunities at the same time. So turn your attention to a new project. Turn your attention toward your health. Turn your attention toward something else that you could be working on. We all have something else that we could be working on while we're waiting for something. We get like really, and this is relationship-wise too, we get really zeroed in on this one thing. We want this person to behave this way, and we're just like, we're out of the flow because we've come to have these expectations of the situation. So your expectations that this opportunity is the opportunity, the golden opportunity, is what's stopping up your flow. You got to let go of that expectation, focus on some other things, and, you know, keep moving, basically. Staying in the flow, keep moving. Work on something else, work on yourself. Let me pull, before we go, let me pull a few, are these this? Oh, these are not what I thought I had. Well, we'll pull these two. We'll pull a self-care. I'll pull a few of these, 3. I like 3, and then you can pick the one that you like, because my idea of what I need is not always what you need. That says sing. You like to sing? Look at her, she's got her hairbrush. Did you used to do that? I used to do that. Okay, I still do that. Sing, you know, let yourself sing in your car. Are you a car singer, a shower singer? It feels really good to just turn the music on and sing. Give yourself a concert. Meditate. Nothing will get you back in the flow faster than a meditation practice. When you've been practicing meditation, meditation will calm you. If it's brand new to you, there's no time like the present to start. I truly believe that. I think that 2020 is a wonderful time to start a meditation practice, if you haven't already. The flow comes with the showing up, continuing on your journey. Meditation is like anything else. There's no goal. There's nothing to learn except how to step back, how to observe yourself and your thoughts, and to let them go. But meditation, self-care. Big self-care item. And connect. Are you needing to, do you need to actually talk to somebody? Do you need to actually call a friend? You know, text messages are nice. Maybe you need to reach out to somebody. I'm feeling like somebody needs to actually get on the phone and call someone, hear someone's voice on the other side of the line. Call a friend, call your mom. Somebody. Have a Skype call. All right. Let me go grab, I did want to pull a an affirmation card. And to get, excuse me, a personal power affirmation. I am connected. I am connected. So yeah, somebody needs that. Do we need to connect with our guidance? With our higher power, our higher self? Do we need to connect with another person? Do we need to connect with our voice? I am connected. All right, you guys, I'll try to be back in a couple days for another reading. If there's any specific kind of reading that you'd be interested in having, let me know. I'm always interested. I just kind of pull cards and see what comes up, but if any of you like a certain kind of reading that I've done, or if you want like me to do a pick a card reading on a specific topic, you can let me know. I'm happy to do those. I like those I like pick a pile readings, but they don't seem to be as popular when I upload them. So anyways, I'll talk to you guys later. I hope you have a wonderful week. Bye.